This table is very helpful for us, and we can just copy these formulas for convenience into our Excel sheet. Okay, so what do we know for this formula? We know the frequency of the interval. This is absolute frequency, the values of the absolute frequency. We know the xy. Xy is the middle point of the interval, and x average. X average, we have known this value from our previous laboratory work. The average value for the sample B we determined here in our previous laboratory work. This is 70.82. So let's begin. We cannot use the function disp in this case because we are working with the interval variation series, and a modified dispersion formula is used in this case. We have to calculate the difference between x middle interval values and average values. Middle point minus average. Average value for the sample B is 70.82. 70.82. We can calculate square of these differences. Okay. So, and now we can operate our data. This is a sum of products. Function sum is used. We have already used this function in our previous lab works. So let's begin. Сумма произведений, сумма добытків. Divided by n. N is 200. Now we have already calculated the dispersion values. And the mean square deviation is the square of dispersion. It's not a problem. Function корень is used. Okay. And now we are supposed to calculate the average linear deviation. It's not a problem as well. It's not complicated as you think. We have just known the module values between the x values, the middle point x values, and average value, weighted average value of this sample. ABS function is used. You have already known it. This is now we can just calculate the sum of products and divide by the sum of frequencies. So we have average linear deviation. And then we have to calculate the variation coefficients in the same way. So let's try. First is the linear variation coefficient. Weighted average value. Correct this mistake in your previous calculation. Not simple but weighted average value. The weighted average value is 71.34. Correct this mistake.